80 บาทเหรอ
80 บาท
อ๋อโอเคเอาไปวางเอาไป Hey folks, and welcome to Patea Clang. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm actually on my way home right now. I'll explain that in a minute. And if you guessed that I'm on the back of a moto taxi, you would be right. I did not ride my bike to Patea today, and I'll tell you why. This is the beginning of what I hope will be a new series. I don't know how many episodes, but the series is going to be called Patea Day Trips and Excursions. Or maybe just Patea Day Trips, or maybe just Patea Excursions. I don't know what sounds better yet. Let me know what you think. For this first episode, I called it Patea Day Trips and Excursions. And I kind of want to lay the groundwork in this first episode by showing you some transportation methods and some ways that you can get around and perhaps go on a day trip yourself from Patea. So in the spirit of that, today I did not ride my bike to Patea. I actually took an alternate means of transportation. And I spent, I guess, about 6 hours and maybe 5 hours in Patea today. And right now I'm on my way home. So let's rewind to the beginning of the day. And I'll show you how this all unfolded, and we'll look at the day, and you can kind of see what I mean. All right. So we're back around 9:30 this morning, back home here in downtown Bang Sen. That's the big hospital over there to the left. The mall is behind me, and this is the main drag through town. And there's a place down here, and you can see a big white van sitting in front of it, that has van service to Bangkok. I've actually taken these vans to Bangkok before. Cost me 100 baht from here to Bangkok. Takes about an hour and 15 minutes. That's one of the beauties of living where I live. I can be to Bangkok in an hour, hour and 15. I can be to Patea in about an hour. So kind of right in between. But this is the place here. And originally when I started out this morning, in my naivety, I thought I could actually go to Patea from this terminal. But this lady told me the error of my ways. Even though I've been here and gone to Bangkok, I have never taken a van to Patea before. But that's what I want to do today. So she's directing me up to the market, the main market, which is called Nong Mon. And that is where we will catch the van to Patea. So let's go up there. So here we are up at the Nong Mon Market area. That's across the street. You can see this is Sukhumvit Road here. If I look this way, that's heading south towards Patea. And of course the opposite lane over there is heading north. And you can see these kind of Chinese looking roofs. There's actually 2 of them there. They're golden. And that's like the entranceway to Nong Mon Market. Nong Mon is kind of a famous market. It is renowned for dried seafood and some other things. Maybe I'll go through there sometime. But it's on the other side of the Sukhumvit Road. So it's on the northbound side. And it's all back that way. And the southbound vans are on this side of the road, and I just walked up here and was checking out the vans, and there's one getting ready to leave. So this guy's, I told him I wanted to go to Patea. He says, oh, well, they were just leaving. Get on board. I don't have a ticket. I don't have anything. I know how much it costs. It should cost 80 baht. I just know that because I know it. But so I just got on. Yeah, so if you're at a big major office-type terminal, you can buy a ticket in advance, like the first place I was at, where the ones went to Bangkok. But if not, you just pay the driver, and you can pay him when you get off. Or you can pay him anytime you're on the van, really. There's usually a passenger with the driver that's also working for the van. A lot of times it's a lady. This bus had one, and she'll take the money. She's kind of like in charge of the van. I call it the van mama-san. She takes the money, keeps the passengers in line, and there she is. And they're pretty strong on giving direction. But these little white vans run all over Thailand, and it's probably one of the more economical ways to travel. And of course, they are air conditioned, so keep that in mind. So we just hit the ground here in Patea. Let me off right here at Patea Klang. And if you notice, as soon as we hit the ground here, first thing on the spot, Johnny on the spot, there's a motorcycle taxi guy right there. Now, I don't want a motor taxi, I'm going to walk, but I'm going to walk across this bridge to get over to the other side. That'll be the first thing. So they let you off right on Sukhumvit Road, right by Patea Clang. That's the southbound side of Sukhumvit Road, looking that way. And I'm going to walk across this bridge. And as I do so, you'll be able to see over here is a gas station. The gas station with the green leaf. That's where you catch the van to go back. That's where you would catch your van. And there it is, sitting there. It's right there. There's generally one waiting there. They leave quite regularly. So I'll go down there and walk across the bridge, and that's the northbound lane of Sukhumvit Road right there. And then I'll talk to the guys, and I'm trying to get a feel for how late you can do this. I'm going to tell them like 8 o'clock. I don't know how long I'm going to want to stay today, but let's see.
ไม่ไปเที่ยวนี่ไป2 ทุ่ม
ไปสองโอเค
2 ทุ่ม2 ทุ่มมีไหม
มี
ไปนงมนนะนงมน
So yeah, he said that's cool. Come back at 8 o'clock and get a van. So I left the gas station. I started walking over to Patea Clang. If I turn around and look back, you'll see the bridge we walked across and the white van beyond that still sitting there. But the plan is I'm just going to walk down Patea Clang, and I found some points of interest along the way. I've never walked down Clang before, and I was surprised the things you notice when you walk instead of riding. So we'll look at some of that. So the first stop's over here at the Harbor Mall, a little washroom break. Very nice facility. I recommend it. And a little bit farther down Clang, I came across this. It's a Route 66 motorcycles. It says they have sales and rents. I've been by here probably 100 times and never noticed it. It's right across the street from Ducati, between the Big C and the Harbor Mall. So I went inside, and this black Harley you can rent. It's a brand new 2019 Sport Glide. So that means it's got the brand new 107 cubic inch engine. And he's got it all fitted up with saddlebags, that little fairing. It's a sweet looking ride. I wouldn't mind taking a ride on that myself. And then on the other side of the room, he's got bikes for sale. And these are for sale over here, huh?
Yeah, we've got custom bikes for sale. Got another Pure outside. Some of the street models now up for sale. 2009 Dyna. Got a couple of Chicanos for sale.
Yeah, so I met this guy, I believe his name was Gary. I think he runs the place, and he was very helpful. But yeah, he sells bikes, he rents them. He's got a variety of Harleys, and seemed like a nice enough guy. You could probably talk to him, and he could probably point you in the right direction for what you need anyway. They even had apparel in there. So then, I've never noticed this either. This was farther down on Clang. The things you notice when you're on foot, I tell you. This is a shark fin soup restaurant. So they specialize in shark fin soup, which is pretty much a Chinese dish, probably pretty much Cantonese, actually. And these are the shark fins. Yeah, you're not going to see that on a food cart on Soy Bacau, I don't think. So they're catering to Chinese tourists here. And they weren't open yet, but I'm curious to see what they want for a bowl of shark fin soup. But there's a lot of different opinions about shark fin soup, but it's very prominent amongst Chinese. And then there's this, the Big Dig, right here. I guess 3rd Road in Clang, and yeah, look at this mess. What a mess! They've got something, I don't know what that is. Looks like a septic tank or something in the middle of the road. They got most of the lane closed over here, but anyway, there's that. And it's like this everywhere. There's construction. I mean, it's a little bit of an inconvenience today because they're making a better Pattaya for tomorrow. So look at it that way, I guess, right? Then a little bit farther, I'm going to show you one of these other places that you can use to travel. This is called Max Travel. And I don't recommend this place. I've never used this place. I'm just showing you this. I'm going to show you another one later. These are all over the place. These are private travel. So today we came down in the van, and that's kind of, a freelance. You schedule your own transportation and you go where you want to go. This is kind of a one-stop shopping. This is a private. They will take you like in a taxi to these various day trips and excursions. And you're going to pay more doing it that way. Your other option is a motorbike, of course. So if you rent a motorbike, or if you have a motorbike or a car, you rent a car, whatever, you have your own transportation. So these kinds of places are one option. The van that I'm showing you is another option. And of course, driving yourself would be the third option, which we don't really have to talk about. So after all that, I got a little bit hungry. I went to the Chunky Monkey, walked all the way down to Soy Bacau, and that's your Monkey Madness specials there. But I really wanted a pie today, so I'm going to have a meat pie. And I went with the minced beef and onion. They're 179 baht, which isn't bad. I mean, the pies on the carts or food carts are 99 baht. And they're nowhere near as good as this. And this comes with mashed potatoes and peas, and it's the whole, there it is. I think for 179 baht, that's a good option. The pie at Retox is superior to this, but it's also over 100 baht more. So I think this is a pretty fair deal for what you get. I've never eaten many of these pies before I came to Pattaya, but they have a lot of, apparently it's English cuisine. And I like one of these, maybe once a month. Let me put some gravy on you too. I don't want you getting lonely. There you go. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and have a lunch. So yeah, I'm just kind of doing random things today during my little day trip here to kind of simulate the things you may do if you take a day trip away from Pattaya. So after lunch, I walked around for a bit and got a little thirsty, so I stopped here at Archon for a refreshing beverage and thought we'd watch the traffic go by. As you can see, it's pretty busy, and there's some interesting characters. I got offered sunglasses and some sort of pharmaceuticals and all kind of stuff, but and not a bad place to sit. And there's a place opposite there you can sit, but like I said, I just want to kind of do random things that you might do if you went on a day trip. You go somewhere new, you want to look around. I did a lot of walking around, and you might want to try a local bar or whatever. I guess after this, I'll go get a foot massage up here at the end of Bacau. At the end of Bacau is a lot of low-cost 100 for the hour foot massages. I go to my favorite place up there. I got a regular place I like to go. They give me good service. The girls are a lot of fun there. But any of these places I think would be okay. I've been to several of them. But the one that I go to in particular up here, just I feel more comfortable there. Also, some of them have more comfortable chairs than others. They just got new chairs in here, so yeah, here they are. There's always sitting out here eating something. I don't know what they're eating. The lady that usually does me is busy, so I gotta wait for her to finish. I've got my favorite one that does a good job on my feet, but yeah, they got all kind of stuff out here they're eating. Sliced up mangoes. They got some really big sunflower seeds. Look at the size of these things. But yeah, the end of Sui Bacau. This would be the north end of Sui Bacau, where it ends. It's at Klang, Patea Clang. Yeah, so I got seated in here and eventually got my my foot massage. It's 100 baht for the hour here. They're generally looking for a 50 baht tip. So you're looking at really 150 for the hour with tip. You can leave any tip you want, but I usually leave 50. So when I left here, I went back outside, and right at the exact end of Soi Bacau, at the corner of Klang, I met this guy, Alex.
No, I take picture.
Taxi 100 deal. Take the price.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to, I discount you 1,000 for 400. My company. But if you go yourself, full price.
Full price.
But if you bring me, I can discount you 1,000.
1,000.
You have to call me. I pick up you because I can discount you.
Okay.
Everywhere. Yeah. But if you go yourself,
By me.
by me. Okay, call me one day. It's my number, nah. Any WhatsApp, nah.
Oh, Alex.
Alex, any WhatsApp, nah. Any Thai number, nah. You can call from Europe.
So yeah, this is another one of these kind of private tour operator guys with taxis or whatever. And he seems kind of on the level, and I'll tell you why. Just because of his airport pricing. So take a look at his rates to the airport here, and you notice it'll say it includes the expressway. So 1,000 baht to the airport, including the expressway. Even in a big van, it was 1,300 if you got a couple buddies. So 1,000 including the tolls for the expressway. I don't think you're really going to do better than that. And that kind of tells me he's on the level. Now, if you're in Jomtien or something, it might be a little bit more. That's going to be from Central Pattaya. But I really think that's a pretty honest price to take you to BKK from Central Pattaya, including the tollways and a car. So he's got all kind of jeeps showing me stuff going to Koh Lan, showing me all kind of things he has. He kind of likes what he does, which is always nice when you find somebody like that. So this guy's right at the end of Bacau, on the corner of Bacau and Klang here, right past the massage shop. So let's get a motorcycle taxi and get out of here. Like I said, I've been here about 5 hours today, did a couple things, walked around a lot. And I'm going to tell this guy where I need to go, and we'll get saddled up on his bike here and head back up there to Sukhumvit Road. So I ended up right out here on Patea Clang, so it's easy for him. He's just got to go straight up Patea Clang and take a left, not even a turn, it's kind of a yield off left on the Sukhumvit Road. So yeah, this guy was decent enough. He charged me 50 baht for that, which I thought was high. It's only a 5-minute ride. Should have been 30 or 40. But he did have like a much nicer bike than most of the taxis use. His bike that he's on cost about twice as much as the typical motorcycle taxi bike. But anyway, we'll go back up Klang here, and it's uphill going back up, so I didn't want to walk. I walked downhill was fine. But take the little ride up here uphill, and it's right at about 4 o'clock now. And we'll turn left, we'll yield off left here onto Sukhumvit Road. And as soon as we turn, you'll see the overpass that we saw this morning in the white van, and I'll tell them where I want to go here.
อันนี้รถสีขาวนะ
So yeah, it turns out this van was leaving in 10 minutes. So time I got on, there was only 2 other people on here when I got on. I think 2 or 3 other people got on. It wasn't a full van. And waited about right at 10 minutes, and off we went. Now this van makes some scheduled stops. They stop in Lam Chabang, I guess it's called, Sriracha. But the real thing, they'll stop anywhere you tell them. If you say, hey, I want to get off up there, they'll stop and let you off. It's not like any kind of official stops, and they do have some official stops that are mandatory that they're going to make, but you can get off at any random place you want, really. I saw people doing that all day. Now here's Sriracha. We got to Sriracha, and I got sold out to another van. The van Mama-san told me to get off and go into another van. She sold me because she didn't have enough passengers to continue up to Bang Sen, but another van that was going to Bangkok did. So she threw me on a full van. She probably paid them, I don't know, 20 or 30 baht out of what I paid her, and she sold me off. She pimped me out to another van. So here we are back in Bang Sen, right at Mon Market. Now this is where we started, but of course we were on the other side of the road, so I've got to cross the street. But this is the outer portion of Nong Mon here. And yeah, I'll just walk across the street here, and we'll be right back where we started. Maybe about 100 feet up from where we started. There's the Chinese roof thing, and the market across the street. I'm across the street, and you can see the white van. That's exactly where we started this morning. So I parked my motorbike just beyond that in front of a 7-Eleven. So right back where we started. It's 5 o'clock, so it took an hour. It took like 1 hour to get back, and I think it took less than an hour in the morning. I think it only was about 55 minutes in the morning. So I hope you can envision a day trip like this, but maybe in reverse, leaving from Pattaya, going to a location like this, spending the day, and then coming back. A day trip meaning you go and come back the same day. So, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this series coming up, and different places to go and what you can do when you get there. So let's go over what we spent today. It was 80 baht for the van to get to Pattaya. For whatever reason, they only charged me 70 baht on the van back. Even though they told me it was going to be 80, the van mama-san only took 70. So that's 150, and then I spent 50 on the motor taxi. So that's 200. So I spent 200 baht for my transportation, and then, you know, I did some little activities, had lunch and so forth. That's up to you. But 200 baht for a day trip, and I'm back home. So it's evening time now. I'm going to go get something to eat for dinner, but I want to thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now.